We're joined by acting head coach Dimitri Buchanan and student athlete Caitlin Duhon. Coach, if you could give us your thoughts on tonight's game, then we will take questions.
Yeah, what a game tonight. We really fought hard. Credit to South Alabama. They're a really good team. We had one day to prepare for them, and Kate could probably talk to you about what that day was like. But we had one day to prepare for them, and then coming into today, we had to deal with a little bit of adversity when it came to bodies and coaches. And so we were able to pull it out, and I credit everybody in our program for being able to work together to get this dub. It was not easy. And I don't think it would have been easy if we had been full-fledged because they're a really good team. So, War Eagle.
Questions?
When did you find out that you would be the head coach?
Let's see. Shoot around was at 1:30. We thought maybe about 1:35. No, 1:45 was when Coach J started really feeling bad. But we thought she would maybe be able to come out tonight. And then right after pregame meal at about 3:30, 3:45 was when I found out that she wasn't going to be able to make it. So that was the timing of that. And then we're in the Maya Pratchett warmed up. We're in the locker room. She's feeling awful. She gets her temperature taken. She has a 101 fever, so we had to send her home in the locker room. So those were the two for today, in addition to Romy and Precious already being out. So
When was the last time you were the head coach?
never. Well, let me stop lying. I actually coached 7th grade. Middle school basketball my first year out of college. Shout out to A&M Consolidated Middle School. My team actually went undefeated. So I have not lost a game as a head coach. So what else we got?
Caitlin had 17 points and I think 7 rebounds. What was working for you tonight?
Crashing the boards and knowing that I had way more energy than the other players to hustle and scramble for the ball.
How was your adjustment to college basketball?
It's been pretty great. There's a lot of different things to learn, and knowing that I can apply those to my game and make myself a better player and a better person.
Did you feel like the pressure / opportunity knowing that you were a little short-handed tonight?
Yes, sir. I feel that it was coming into the game. We did feel that pressure because we were short a bunch of people. But knowing that going into that game and that we had the upper hand most of the game because we were the more aggressive team, the pressure came off a little bit, and we just played.
Caitlin, what was your perspective of, I guess it was late in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, they went on a run and took the lead, but then you guys had a big run to come back. Just what were y'all talking about during that span?
I told them this game was going to come down to who wanted it more, and we were the team that was going to want it more because we wanted to win.
Coach, what was your perspective of that run? What were you maybe telling them?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of settling our team down. You know, the game is a game of runs, and made sure just told them like, hey, you know, they're a good basketball team. They're gonna get some buckets, but when it comes down to our conditioning and who we are and our physicality and our toughness, I never thought that they matched that because that's just who we are. I don't going into any game this year. We want to be the tougher team. You know, and I mean, there are going to be some teams we're going to go against that may be tough, but if we're going to have to just kind of weather the storm, and for us to be a really young team and being able to do that, you know, we relied heavily on Honesty and AC and Sanaya and Marshawn, who came in and kind of settled us down a little bit and just kept our head level, and we were able to continue to play and fight possession by possession.
Coach, you got some time to get healthy and get your bigs back.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready to get, how ready are you guys to get some size, a little more size out there?
Absolutely. You know, we got a big test coming up with Georgia Tech. You know, we beat them last year. They're going to come in here. They have a pretty much new team. We have a new team. So tomorrow we're not off. We are not off by any means tomorrow. You know, we'll go and we'll probably do a lot of film watching of ourselves and kind of learn from this last game and maybe our previous game so that when we come back well rested on Sunday, we'll be ready to attack our Georgia Tech game plan.
Coach, you mentioned this is kind of a new team.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's team kind of had some depth issues. This year, a little better in that. How does this year's team kind of compare to last year?
Well, I mean, thank God for depth this year because last year I don't think we would have been able to play the game. We would have had to forfeit just based on the number of people that are out and who we had healthy last year. We might not have had 5 to be able to go out there and play. So, you know, that was one thing for us. And I told them, you know, I would not want to go into a game like this without anybody other than this group. They've worked for this since they stepped foot on campus. Our returners have worked for this since we were in postseason in the spring. And I just knew that our level of focus and our intensity and our shape, just being in shape, was going to be able to help us. And that's the difference between this year and last year. We never have to talk to them on game days about going hard. Now, I can't say the same for practice. But on game days, we never have to coach their effort. And I knew that, going into this type of game with these kids, they were going to have not only my back, but Coach Jay's back and Auburn University's back, because their effort was going to be there regardless.
Coach Caitlin scoring 17 points, and I guess their second regular season freshman game. Where were you at second game in college when you played?
Oh, on the bench. I was on the bench cheering for my teammates. Yeah, that's huge. This is not an easy transition coming from high school. I credit her high school coach, Carlisa Dixon, down there at Summer Creek. She's tough on them. They have tough practices. They have a tough schedule. They play in a really tough district down there in Houston. We're from this is the Houston connection right here. We both from Houston, Texas. So I think that's just who we are as Houstonians. One, but she has that in her blood. We recruited her. That's all her high school coach said. Hey, Caitlin Duhan is a dog, and that's exactly what she showed us tonight.
Caitlin, how special do you think this freshman class is going to be?
Really special. We come out, we play, we don't let any adversity stop us from doing what we want to do.